Hey guys, this is SBC HeART Share, or Art Share. Um, Welcome. So I hope you guys like that intro. It was just kind of a new thing. It's probably going to be cut down a lot. I made it in CapCut, no AI, just filters and random things, transitions that they had, and I just kind of put it together quickly. I'm probably going to shorten it as an actual intro video, but we'll get around to that and talk about that more. But today I wanted to go ahead, since it's been a while and I haven't done my news for art events and stuff that are happening. I wanted to go ahead and talk about some events that are coming up, like I used to do on Architects Artistry. So we're going to do that today. Some of these events are coming up relatively in a few days, so I'm going to be, you know, keep your eyes and ears open for those events, and if you want to support them, people always need you to show up. Okay, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull up the web page here, just like old days. Like, look at that. So, everybody knows about the issue um, that we have had. The issue Shrek has been having with backlash, with the AI usage they used, AI in their marketing for some art events. And if you don't know what Shrek is, it's Shreveport Regional Arts Council. So they took a lot of heat for that. They held an AI forum panel, and that really did not go well. Just to put it bluntly, a lot of artists were mad. They didn't even get through all the slides. In my personal opinion, it was a little too. People didn't go there for this forum to kind of have a lecture, or it kind of felt like a lecture about AI, and discussion in that format about AI. I think people really wanted Track to give them some kind of like message to say, hey, we're not going to use AI anymore in marketing for art. In my personal opinion, um, any art funding should go to artists. If you're going to be funding even down to the marketing, you should be paying an artist to be your marketer. That's just my personal opinion. Um, and there was definitely AI used in that. I know that there was a debate whether the images were AI, because the person claimed that they did not use AI to create one of those images. But in fact, um, artists did find the next morning that that image is clearly on resource sites labeled as AI. That's the image of the little girl, if you have any idea what I'm talking about. But so this event here, the DDA, Cedric Glover, who runs the DDA, he's our ex-mayor, if you didn't know, from Shreveport. He has invited artists that were having issues with the AI, to come to their Extend Your Day with the DDA to have discussions, so he can personally learn about AI and why it's such an issue to artists. Um, the DDA, a little earlier this year, was having issues because they themselves also used AI in one of their images. So we're gonna. We were a lot of artists were invited to hold. There like no mediator. There's gonna be a projector, so artists are gonna explain in form uh, why AI is such a bad thing to the local community of artists, which I hope they take the time to listen, because artists are the heart and souls of the cities. We build the culture, we build. Sorry, the cat is around there messing around. But we build the art and culture around in a city to bring in vibrance. And, it's important that these organizations also listen, to the artists. So they are holding that this Wednesday. So it's only in a couple of days. It's not far from now. So it's Wednesday, and it's going to be held at the Capri Theater. That is the historic Capri Theater that got recently remodeled and is being used as a music venue and like interesting art venue. We're happy to have the Capri now as an additional venue for our area, especially after we have lost so many over the years. If you don't know where that is, it's 620 Milam Street. And the doors open at 4:30 and the program begins at 5 p.m. So if you want to, they're definitely going to, presentation is to be followed by a community conversation and open forum focused on AI and the arts, giving attendees the opportunity to share their perspective and discuss these emerging technologies in the creative industry. So we're going to, we have a few artists I know that are probably going to talk. I'm going to be there. I'm likely going to live stream it. So if you want to see at least the AI panel part of the discussion, I will be live streaming. I don't know if I'm going to live stream the entire event. But I think the AI discussion is at the end of is near the end of the event. So don't expect me to probably do the whole thing, but yeah, if you can make it and you want to support the artists, and you're against AI, and if you're not against AI, even if you're not against AI, maybe come get some perspective on it or share your perspective of why. I personally am not a supporter of AI, but I'm pretty sure any perspective is good to hear and at least process for any of us, right? Because we know that it seems to be something that we're very, very thrust upon us, but as a community, I don't feel like it is inevitable. We can decide how AI can be used in our area, or if it's used at all. And I think that's really up to the community and the organizations that are part of our community to make sure to consider the ethics behind the use of AI and things like this sort. And there's a lot of arguments to be had about that. But we're not going to get into that now. If you want to read more about the forum that Track had that had a bad turnout, kind of not a bad turnout, but bad result, I would say, you can check out SBC ART Share, HeART Share, heart, like a heart, .com, and you can find the article. It's the first one that was written. All right. Additionally, I want to be part of this exhibition. The Ink and Marker exhibit is going to be happening at the Shreveport Comedy Club, which has become a new venue, not just for the comedians of our area, which are respectable artists in their own rights, but also a venue for the visual arts recently. They have been hosting unique exhibitions. This is their second one, and I'm lucky to be part of it. And that is going to be Thursday at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So it's the day after the DDA forum. So if you're not in the mood to deal with the discussions on AI, there's always this art event that we got quite a few artists that are interested in going to this event. We're going to have quite a few. So, including me, but there's a whole bunch of other artists that will be part of this. I'm definitely going to, let's see here. Yeah, here we go. Here's the featured list of those artists. Cassidy Adams, Chase Horst, who was part of the last one, and I actually interviewed him when I was with KSLA. Amazing artist, and I bought one of his pieces. I had to have it. Dyra Turner, who is one of the employees at Bossier Arts Council. She's an amazing artist herself. Hillary Fraser, one of my favorite artists, honestly, from the area. Um, Inique Harris. I'm sorry if I do say any of these wrong. I do apologize. Janice Mott. Just My. Keena McClinton. Excuse me. McCommon's definitely a different person. Mark Pugh, who actually is a new addition to this because originally he wasn't going to be one of the active artists in it, but he's a comedian and he's one of the co-owners of the Shreveport Comedy Club. And he is also an amazing artist. So I'm glad to see that he's about to put his work on exhibition. It's very interesting pop art. I think you guys will like it. Nicole, Studio K-Mac. There's Sizica Hazelton. That's me. Sizica, if you do not know, is my art name. So, Sizica Hazelton, Trinity Conant, and Zay Stover. They're all amazing. I know many of them. I don't know all of them, and I look forward to meeting them all. But many of these artists are very talented artists, and I think you guys should come to the show, support your artists. It's going to be a really chill environment, very laid back. We're just, there's going to be probably music, and it's a nice, you get to hang out and talk to people, and you get to see a new venue on a different side of town. It's on Pines Road, and it's not a bad. It's a very comfortable place, and it's right by Hog Heaven, which is a really great barbecue place. If you haven't been, I would definitely check out Hog Heaven at some point. But yeah, so ink and marker exhibit, and that's again Thursday at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. guys. So this is another event that's coming up, but this is this Saturday at 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. 19th Annual Owl Night. And Owl Night is Walter B. Jacobs Memorial Natural Park, which recently got a new building and really cool. Everything I've seen about their new facilities is great. And they have been a long time park place for. Even when I was a kid, I remember going to their old location, and it was quite a memorable experience for me. And I think a lot of us who had field trips or our parents took us there to learn about animals and learn about nature. A lot of us here in the area, they were a big part of our lives. So they hold Owl Night every year, maybe a few times. I'm not sure if they do it a few times a year or not, but it's definitely worth checking out. You can meet live owls. There's going to be a lot of owl-based art. Some of the artists that I know are going to be part of that are part of my Architects Artists group. And if you're an artist yourself and you want a Facebook group to connect and learn about all this stuff as it's happening, look up Architects Artists. It looks like a neon glow, and definitely check it out. But anyways, definitely go. This is a great event. It's going to be awesome. And I love owls. So maybe I'm biased. But yeah, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, Walter B. Jacobs is 8012 Blanchard Fur Road. So it's a little out there, but it's worth the drive, guys. Yep. Okay. And they are quoted in saying, "We are excited to bring back one of our community's most beloved events and to our reimagined nature center," said Caddo Parish Parks and Recreation Education Coordinator Ann Lutz. Owl Night offers a variety of fun and engaging program for the whole family, and we encourage everyone to come out, enjoy the activities and the new nature center. And local artists and vendors are a vital part of the atmosphere at Owl Night is known for, and will be on site featuring their nature-inspired art and items for sale. So they have always been, this park has always been um, very heavy about the arts. They do a lot of art nights, art in the park, and other events. So I love Walter B. Jacobs, and I'm glad to. I hope we can support them like they support us, right? All right. So another event this Saturday, and this is for Wonka Base. They're presenting Smith and Over Easy is going to be happening. Let's see, that's going to be at the Remington Garage at 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. So it's going to be a fun night. I'm pretty sure this is probably EDM because usually anything with Wonka Bass is EDM. And if you don't know who Wonka Bass is, they're a group of DJs that they're reviving or have revived or basically just put new energy into the Shreveport Bossier energy scene, EDM scene. So it's good to see the new DJs and stuff coming out. They're gonna have 2 rooms apparently. Let's see. The main room is Smith with the support form of Over Easy, Quilla, and Oh No It's Doug. And then room 2 is gonna have a guy called Randall, DJ Delusion, and Transalot, which are all really amazing DJs. I definitely you guys gotta check them out. All right, let's see what else we got. This one's Saturday 21st, because the last one was the 14th, by the way. That's not this Saturday, and if I did say it was this Saturday, I apologize. It's the 14th, so definitely check out Wonka Bass presents Smith and Over Easy on the 14th. All right, another Saturday coming up. I'm just going to be quick about this one because we have this every month, and it's definitely for your film industry people. Shreveport Bossier Film Industry Meetup is where you can go and learn learn and network and how to become part of the film industry that is building in Shreveport Bossier. And it is quite an extensive industry, and we have a great area for filming. All right, and that's going to be at Robinson Film Center again, February 21st, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Robinson Film Center is 617 Texas Street, right across the street from Art Space. Another event coming up in February 28th, and this one's going to be an interesting. It's a dance event, but it also has visual artists. It's a collaborative between local DJs and visual artists in the local scene. And I love to see the crossover of the different, like, multidisciplinary, crossover between, visual arts and these DJs who have embraced the visual arts community. Thank you guys for that. That means a lot to the visual artists. And as artists, we want to continue to support each other no matter what creative outlet we use. Whether it's performing, whether it's music, it's DJ, whether it is visual, literary, or even culinary arts. We want to support each other, and we should do more stuff like this because this is great for our event, our area. So Garden Night is a curated dance event, and it's going to be held by Cade Alex, Ian Pie, Lomax, Mars, Period, and Randall Ake. So Lomax is a long time DJ in the area. Cade Alex is one of Wonka Bass. Mars is relatively new. Great DJ though. I mixes their own things, and I really admire when DJs mix their own stuff. Especially great stuff. I vibed to it for hours while I was writing some articles. Her playlists. There's also, and the artists that are going to be featured in this are both very talented artists and very unique artists. So Leo does some very great surrealism. I would say beautiful surrealism work. Chang Lo Chong Lu is a very great resin artist, does resin sculpture and assemblage with that glow, oftentimes glow. It's great stuff. Um, but definitely check out Night Garden, February 28th, 8 p.m. is when it starts. And that it's got tickets, so check out that event. And it's at the Capri Theater, which, again, glad to have another cool venue like the Capri Theater. And if you haven't followed the Capri Theater, follow the Capri Theater because so you can see all the really awesome events that they are producing. Also, February 28th for the Mardi Gras season. Don't forget the East Bank Mardi Gras market is going to be happening. This happens every year. It's the last throws of the season, 2026. They usually do some really cool stuff, so I look forward to seeing what they do. They usually have vendors. They have live music and tasty treats, so that should be fun to do, guys. East Bank is a great area for art and live music. It's bustling over there in Bossier. And I'm happy that Bossier has the East Bank Theater, East Bank District, and Bossier Arts Council play, and all the businesses, the East Bank Mafia businesses, that's what they call themselves. They've all played a big part in making that area special to Bossier City. So definitely check out. It's always a fun environment. Bring the kids. Pets are welcome at this event too, because it's all in the outside pavilion that they're holding this. But while you're there, go check out the student art show that's hanging at Bossier Arts Council. Those artists, those students are extremely talented, and like love the work that I saw come out of the student art show at Bossier Arts Council this year. Talented art students in Bossier, like it's good to see that amount of talent coming out of that. Actually, while we're here, um, let's go Bossier Arts Council. I'm sure they have pictures actually up about from some of the winners. Oh yes, they had all the drinking habits too was happening. The performances. If you don't know, Bossier Arts Council has a great theater. It's not just visual arts, but they do support other types of art too. Now, so check out some of these winners for the Bossier Parish 2025-2026 Student Art Show. Look at these. These were done by students. The oldest are in high school. Some are even more young. I love this. This is beautifully done. Oh, it looks like Joshua Chambers was there for Addison Lily Perez, Best of Show. I think that was it was their piece too. That's beautiful. And if you don't know who Joshua Chambers is, he's a local artist that is well-known, award-winning artist. That's stunning. It gives me very much Dark Souls vibes. And I love the way they did the stars and the shooting stars in it. And they captured like a very good Milky Way here. And the night, you just want you feel like you wonder if he might. No, he's probably alive. I feel like that's beautiful moment there. A warrior resting after a long day of fighting. So here we go. Brian Lee won that. This is beautiful. Oh, look at the sculpture here. Oh, that's lovely. It's a spaceship being taken down. Oh, not spaceship. Spaceship. It's a ship being taken down by a kraken. Very nice. Cruz Cortez. Great job, Cruz. That's amazing work. It's good to see sculptural work in any form. Um, visual arts, we get so much visual arts, but sculptures, we need more stuff for sculptural 3D work, I feel like. Oh, that's beautiful. The movement and the line work and the texture, the details in it is very well done. Oh man, Christiana Washington. That is a beautiful piece of work, Christiana Washington. I would have never imagined that that was actually a student artist that did that. Um, that's my favorite. Some of my like favorite art I grew up on looked similar to that, and it was always by like these amazing, brilliant artists growing up, and I would have thought that that piece was one of those artists that I looked up to when I was younger. Like honestly, it was very well done. I love this. So this looks like a sculpture work. It looks like it's probably what used to be leftover McDonald's. Like when you've left McDonald's in your car and it's hardened, maybe it doesn't mold because it's so processed, but then you got this. That's crazy. Ian Smith. It never looks like the photo in the ad. I love the humor in this. I love the humor in this, Ian. That's great. And it does. It really never does, right? It's always kind of it's not fluffed up, In photography, you fluff up the food, and a lot of the food used in photography for ads isn't even real or has a lot of like glue and other things to make it look juicier. It's a weird thing, but it really is misleading too. But I love the art for this. That's great. Oh, this is pretty paper crafting here. Very looks like a phoenix like bird. I love the material. I wonder if this material is not just paper or if it's just paper of different types. That's beautiful. Oh, look at this. I love wire sculptures. That's beautiful. It's almost, he's dancing with it. And I love the use of the wood with the wire. Wood, it's almost like industrial, wood and nature, industrial and natural meet each other. Kaomi Unstrig. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but great job. Irma Firth. I'm guessing that is this beautiful painting of a cute little, very cute bunny. That's adorable. Peeking out of like a flower patch with a little butterfly next to it. Oh, seeing some of the paintings around her, they're very beautiful too. I'm seeing like mushroom houses. Very well done lighting in this one above it too. Also the frame. Oh, I see. This is not just a painting. This is felted. This is felt work. This is good fabric art. It's framed. That's very well done. I like how they framed with the wood in a felting piece. That's very cool. That makes it even better to me because I thought that was a painting from afar, and then when I get into it, you could see where all the needle punctures from the felting. But they really brought it out in a 3D format. You can see the flowers come out a little bit. And that's just some very beautiful work. So guys, there's an entire exhibition of awesome work, and I'm sure the judges had a hard time deciding what was best in this show. No, I certainly would have, because I was seeing some of the pieces in the background and they were beautiful too. But great job, guys. The students, it's good to see student art with such talent. All right, guys. Well, I'm glad you guys stopped to talk to, listen to me ramble once again about things that are going on in our community. Um, Again, watch out for my stream that I'm going to be doing Wednesday for the DDA's art, the AI art panel part of that. So keep an eye out for that. Um, Remember, if you want, you can follow me on Facebook. I'm Sysica. If you look up Sysica, you should be able to find my art page. This is also kind of my journalist and social media page for all kinds of things. I share things that are local, including, oh, check this out. Primus, this is the day Primus told John Hoffman, John Hoffman's a local drummer from Shreveport, that he was going to be joining Primus. So that's awesome. Check that video out on my page. It's really, and he's rapping the revel on his hat. I love it. I love it. But no, guys, check out my page if you want to see art and local art events. But also, Shreveport Bossier SBC ART Share also has our own Facebook page. Shreveport Bossier Arts Share is the name of that page. So, guys, check it out. I share art from local artists and I share my articles that are right there. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you are interested in actually writing for our website and adding, writing your own article or being involved in any way, here's the website, Shreveport Bossier SBC HeART Share. You could check out, we're going to have a podcast area. You can see I have articles that I've written that get published. We're going to have some podcasts. Obviously, I'm going to be doing this as a podcast, so we'll have discussions about things that are going on, and this is going to be my main format. I'm in talks with a London artist friend of mine, Alexander Davenport, about doing a podcast where we do art critique and share art between our areas. So maybe get some exposure from Architects artists all the way over into London, and he can show us some of the art that's going on there. But yeah, there's also groups on here, so you can join a group if you're interested in joining a group on the page. Right now, we only have 2 groups, which is Architects Artists and SBC HeART Share group. That's for anybody to join. The artist group is specifically going to be for artists. So keep that in mind when you guys join, okay? All right. Also, if you're interested in advertising with me, want to help support our stuff in some way, like do a little sponsorship on a video or so, reach out to me. You can find my contact information on SBC HeART Share if you want to reach out to me there. All right. So thank you guys. Again, if you're interested in writing articles, let me know. I'll add you to our team. Me and my husband right now are the only people on this. I can't obviously pay you, but it's a good way to put your art, publish it somewhere, and share it. Whatever you want to write, we can share it. I know places to network it out, and just let me know if you're interested. And if you're literary, if you just want to share some of your work, I'm going to have a small area that's just literary share right here. We're going to have where you can share poetry or anything, have your name on it, and show it out there. We'll work out pictures and stuff for it. I'm going to have a music scene section, Architects Art News, and this is general Architects. I'm also planning on doing some writing on Architects and SBC's gaming culture. I know that's a little different, but I'm a big gamer, so I wanted to add that there. And you've had a lot of discussions with Gamers XP and stuff in the past. Maybe do some kind of collaboration with them and have them talk to me a few times about events and stuff they have, if they're still interested. I'm going to do artist spotlights like I used to. I'm going to do food and small businesses to help our local small businesses and promote our local chefs. Obviously, Shreveport Bossier Art in general is going to have its own section. And my live stream will be connected on here as well, because I will be doing a lot of live streams. And some of those are just going to be just art world building. I kind of want to make a world building club. I feel like there's a lot of really cool world builders in our area, and I would like to consider that in the future. If you're interested in that, shoot me an email or a message on Facebook, and let me know. But anyways, also, guys, there's a lot of discussions happening in the community about, something new in the art that's going to be happening in our area. Something big. And I hope you guys keep listening and keep your ears open, because we're going to be bringing something new here. And if you're interested about learning a little bit about that, check out my article, Artistic Cultural Revolution, an Anti-AI Movement is Arising in Shreveport Bossier. Check out this article I wrote about it. It talks about some of the things that might be going on, but we're going to have probably more details coming out in the future about that, especially from other artists that I hope would maybe will consider talking or maybe writing something on here as a guest. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you again for sitting with me once again, and I hope that this new format is okay with you guys. You get a little peek into my little home. You get a peek into my environment, which is, it's homey. We got cool things going on. I got a lot of books and little knickknacks and all that cool stuff, and maybe as we go, you'll see more of the house. All right, guys. You guys take care and keep following SBC HeART Share for the love of the arts in Shreveport Bossier.